Guys, what's going on? I hope you guys are well. I hope you guys are staying safe. I hope everything's good wherever you are. Guys, as you can see, had a nice trim, had a shave. Cut it a little bit too short, but it is what it is. It'll grow back. Yeah, let's get into the video. Guys, give this video a like. Smash the like button. I am hoping to get a live stream out today, probably in an hour bits time. Not going to be a long one, but let's roughly around probably a bit earlier than 9 o'clock UK time. I've got a few things to do. Have a shower, and then maybe do a little bit of a workout, and then obviously we'll get hitting into the live stream. I wanted to talk about something that Leonard Ellerbe had to say about Saul Canelo Alvarez. He said Canelo Alvarez is not unbeatable, and Caleb will beat him. Leonard Ellerbe is somebody that is speaking with a lot of confidence. Now, when somebody says that Caleb's gonna beat Canelo or I find it kind of strange. What I find strange is there's some people that have so much confidence in Caleb that he's going to beat Canelo. And for me, it's kind of borderline delusional because there's no way that anybody can have that kind of confidence that Caleb is going to beat Canelo. Like, I'm sorry. I don't care how good you think Caleb Plant is. There's no way in hell that you can be 100% sure that he's going to win. There has to be some kind of doubt. No matter what you think of Caleb Plant and how good you think Caleb Plant is, I'm sorry, there's no way anybody can have so much confidence that Caleb Plant is going to win. It's impossible. It's borderline delusional. And Leonard Ellerbe, does he really believe that? Does he really believe, that Caleb Plant's going to beat Canelo? Or is he just saying it because, Caleb is promoted by PBC? And obviously Leonard works very close with the PBC. And is that the reason that he's bigging up Caleb Plant? Probably because we know that Leonard has a very close relationship with PBC fighters. So he's probably saying that Caleb's going to beat him because, he's kind of like promoting him. But yeah, some of these guys, like even Andre Ward, I get Caleb's his friend and Caleb's close to him. But to say that Caleb is going to stop Canelo Alvarez, I think that's crazy. I think to say with so much confidence that Caleb Plant's going to be, like, even if you're Caleb, like even if you're someone close to Caleb Plant, you're going into this fight, surely in the back of your mind, you know that this could go wrong. This may not come out the way you want it to, because Canelo is so good, he's so experienced. Most people that I speak to feel Canelo's going to win the fight. Now, I've watched Caleb Plant. I'm not saying that Caleb Plant's not a good fighter. I'm not saying that Caleb Plant may not cause Canelo Alvarez trouble, but I don't see. I just don't see the confidence certain people have in Caleb Plant. Like, even some of you guys, like some subscribers, I know I think 319, I think Cali Factor, Diego Cali Factor on my channel as well, who comes on and he says he feels Plant's gonna beat Canelo, Plant's gonna stop. And I don't see how you guys have that much confidence in what you see in Caleb Plant, that you think he's gonna beat Canelo. Because, like, no matter, even if you're picking Caleb Plant to win, like, surely you can't have that much confidence that Caleb Plant's gonna come out victorious, and that it could go south. It could go the other way, and Canelo may beat Caleb Plant. There's a very good chance of it, but I don't understand why certain people have so much confidence. But I guess there's a lot of people out there that despise Canelo. There's a lot of people out there that don't like Canelo, because that's the only, like, logical reason I can come out with when people are so confident that Caleb Plant's gonna beat Canelo, because there's no way anyone can be that confident that Caleb's gonna win this fight. Because let's be honest, Caleb is a massive underdog going into this fight. Let's just put that out there. He is a massive, massive underdog. A massive, massive underdog. Don't get me wrong, he's a good fighter. World champion. Legitimate world champion. You know, he won the world title off a good fighter in Jose Utsukatsi. But I just don't see how people have so much confidence. I just don't see how people think that, you know, Caleb is gonna do this, that, and the other. Maybe I just don't see what you guys see, some of you. And I personally think this is gonna be a very, very tough fight for Plant. I do. I think it's gonna be very tough. You know, Canelo's at the peak of his powers right now. And I know I've gone over this before, and we'll discuss this in the live stream as well, but I just don't get the confidence some of you have in Caleb Plant, you know, and Leonard Ellerbe, like I said, is there a bit of bias there because he's kind of involved with Plant being in PBC, this, that, and the other. But yeah, a lot of these guys saying these things, how much do they really believe it? Because, you know, Canelo Alvarez is a beast and he's at the peak of his powers. He's got so much experience. He's only lost to one of the greatest fighters of all time. And yes, there were other fights that were close. He probably lost against Golovkin the first time. You know, some people thought the Lara fight was very close. You know, the fact is Canelo's come on leaps and bounds. And the most important thing in sport is confidence, right? And Canelo's confidence right now is so sky high because when you're so confident, when you haven't been beaten for so long, when you've been fighting so many champions, you've been walking over them, your confidence is through the roof. You don't feel you can be beaten. Canelo right now doesn't feel like he can be beaten. So Canelo's confidence is on another level. So for someone to beat him, it's gonna take something special. It's gonna take something very, very special. And that's the thing. And that's why I don't think anyone touches Canelo Alvarez, because I just think his confidence in sport, confidence is everything. You know, when you're confident, you think you can walk on water. When you've got no confidence, you know, you can't do anything right. Everything seems to go against you. But right now, Canelo's confidence is so high. Then you got to look at his technical ability. He's just so good. You know, he's complete in all areas. Mentally so strong, technically so brilliant. You know, he's on another level right now. He's on another level right now. So anyone that has so much confidence, especially Plant's he's a world champion, but he hasn't really fought at that level. You know, he hasn't fought even a level of Billy Joe, even a Callum. Like, he hasn't even fought at that level. Like, he fought Jose Utsukatsi, but I wouldn't pick Jose Utsukatsi to beat Billy Joe, and I wouldn't pick Jose Utsukatsi to beat Callum Smith. And then forget those guys. What about Golovkin that he's fought? Austin Trout, Lara, you know, Mayweather, the experience he got from that. Like, you know, Cotto. You know, we can go on and on. Kovalev, like, he's just fought so many great fighters. You know, the experience you get, the confidence you get from beating fighters like that is second to none. You know, and he's not going into this fight against Plant with any kind of fear. You know, he just feels it's another day at the office, another paycheck collected, and another guy that he's confident he's going to stop. Canelo's very confident he's going to get the stoppage here. So I reckon even if Canelo does win on points, he'll probably be very upset that if he doesn't get the stoppage against Plant, because, you know, he wants to stop Plant. He wants to put down a statement. He wants to, show people that he's the real deal. You know, and that'll be emphatic because he beat Callum Smith easy. He beat Billy Joe easy. Or he stopped Billy Joe. And if he stops Caleb Plant, you could say he's dominated the three champions at 168 to become undisputed. There's many hoping that Canelo lose this fight. Many people want to see Canelo lose that don't like Canelo, that probably want to see him fall and lose. But Canelo Alvarez, I just don't see that Canelo letting that happen. And I think Canelo will definitely for me get the job done. He will. Canelo right now for me is the best fighter out there. I don't see anyone beating him anytime soon, but time will tell. Maybe Caleb Plant will pull off a shock and shock us all. I don't see it. I don't see it though. I'll be perfectly honest with you. I don't see it. I don't see it. So I'm pretty sure all these guys that are, it's one of them. Like I don't think anyone will be putting their house on Caleb Plant. That's all I'm gonna say. Because it would be a very, very silly thing to do. If someone asked you who would like, if you had to put your house on it, you'd definitely go with Canelo. Because that would be the safe bet. Because he's the proven champion. Now, if Caleb fights out of his skin and shows us that he's a lot better than what we've seen so far, or just rises up to the occasion, who knows? Like I said, boxing, who knows? Anything's possible. Also, there's that unpredictability with boxing. If you land something, but if we're going off the track record of Canelo Alvarez, there's nothing to say that his chin is dodgy. He's shown a granite chin in the past. So, and nobody's come close to stopping him. So I don't see Caleb Plant beating. Like the best chance Caleb has is to box on the outside, win rounds that way. But like I said, I don't even think that's gonna be enough. I think you have to have some kind of pop to get Canelo off you. Otherwise, Canelo's going to become very aggressive. He's going to cut off the ring. He's going to start landing huge body shots, and he's going to start breaking you down because Canelo's a very big puncher as well. So, yeah, whatever angle I look at it, I just can't see Caleb Plant winning this fight. But that's my take. I'd love to know your opinion, guys. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. And guys, remember to please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.